Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. Not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi, folks. Welcome back. From Fox News. You know, I wasn't going to say anything about this, but I can't help it. This asshat, Chris Cuomo, and you're going to see a little anger from me on this because I'm pissed. Chris Cuomo says there won't be police reform until white people's kids start getting killed. Seriously, Chris? Seriously? What's going on with these police? Maybe we shouldn't even have police, Cuomo said, pretending to be a white parent. This is the same asshat, by the way, that was singing when Don, as Tucker Carlson calls him, Don Lemon. They were switching, going from one show to Chris's show. I forget which order it goes in. I don't watch CNN very little, only to critique them. He was humming and singing the theme song to the old TV show Good Times. Also, older people remember that show with J.J. Walker. Actually, it was pretty good. And Don Lemon asked him, how does he know? He says, well, you know I'm black on the inside. This ass, I don't, after the exposure that Project Veritas is giving CNN lately with his undercover video and the lawsuits about saying certain things and not retracting them concerning Project Veritas and other things. And by the way, every single time Project Veritas is sued, they have won. And they just went through a motion to dismiss case because they're suing the New York Times. And the judge said no. Now, my understanding in the last 50 years, that's only happened 8 times. Well, the judges allowed it to go to discovery. Of course, you still got to prove your case. It's crazy. Let's read on so I can really get pissed. CNN's Chris Cuomo Friday during Cuomo primetime said that police and gun reform won't happen until white people's kids start getting killed. Shootings, gun laws, access to weapons. Oh, I know when they'll change, he said, the anchor. When your kids start getting killed, white people's kids start getting killed. You ass. Cuomo put a hypothetical accent and pretended to be a white parent. What's going on with these police? Maybe we shouldn't even have police, he said. That kind of madness, that kind of mania, that will be you. That will be the majority because it's your people, Cuomo said, apparently directed at white members of his audience. How many more, Cuomo asked, die of pandemic, dying from police shootings, George Floyd, Dwayne Wright? I wonder if you'll remember their names 6 months from now because they'll be replaced by so many others. You ass. You ass. What the hell does the pandemic have to do with white people? Dying from police shootings? I just did an episode previously about the thousands and thousands of black young people, mostly young men. By the thousands are dying from shootings. But since it wasn't a cop that did it, you get this. These people don't give a good damn about black people. They don't give a good damn who dies. So they can pander this crap and get clicks while their ratings plummet. My understanding, they're down 40% for CNN. All of them are down, including Fox here. But you know what? They're down the least. So that tells you a lot. Cuomo pointed out some focus on the past of the victims in police shootings. Why do that? Because you want to make the problem them, he said. Take the onus off the idea that you're wrong about policing needing to change. Yeah, I mean, can police be better? Sure. I live in upstate New York. I was a former councilman in the early 2000s for 8 years. Last two elections, I ran as a Republican, lost, unfortunately, but I was endorsed by the police and the police union, and I was proud of it. And somebody had said to me, you know, John, if you hadn't got the police endorsement, you might have had a chance of winning. I said, too bad. Too bad. If I could do it all over again, I would have taken the endorsement. Forget that police are trained to deal with noncompliance with force that is not lethal. Hey, comply or die. What is every decent father or parent or guardian, if you live with your grandparents or uncle, it doesn't really matter. When someone is young, especially a boy, I don't care what color you are. Larry Elder, who's pretty famous, syndicated radio talk show host, who's black, very conservative, and very smart, said, my dad grew up when things were really bad. I believe he grew up in the L.A. area. His dad had a restaurant and a job and worked his ass off, and he was a hell of an example for Larry. He says, you get pulled over by police, you put your hands at 10 and 2 on the steering wheel, you say, yes, sir, no, sir. You show them your license, your registration, and your insurance. If you have a problem with that officer, you take down his badge number and you file a complaint. And that's the way it works. In fact, there's a video, and I'm pretty mad I'll bring it up, but it's funnier than hell, from years and years ago from Chris Rock, how not to react to police. It's funny as hell, but you know what, though? He was right. You don't act like a jerk. Yes, some cops are asses. Absolutely no question. Just like people, some certain percent are just dicks. Can't get around it. It's the human condition. So you got to sit there and take somebody's crap for 10 minutes and maybe get shot if you don't. Just stand up for yourself as a man. Yeah, good way to stand up for yourself as a man when you're laying in a coffin and people are outside burning buildings down because you acted like an ass. Is every single police shooting justified? No. My understanding, I believe they said there was 40 million. I had it here somewhere, the statistic. 40 million interactions in the course of a year, an arrest with police. 40 million. And what we get, depending on what statistic you use, anywhere between 17 and 34 unarmed black people were shot and killed. Out of 40 million interactions. And out of those 17 to 30 odd, how many of them acted like jerks that resisted, had warrants out for them, tried to take off? God, you know what? The list is endless. They're not perfect. But here's the part that burns my butt. That burns me to no end, these hypocrites. Especially on cable shows. And social media is worse. Absolutely worse. Black young men are dying by the thousands in Chicago, New York, L.A., and every major city in this country. Black on black crime is destroying just full swatches of young black men. Yet the 17 to 30 odd is the big problem, and these black men are being hunted down by police. What a crock of crap. It's a lie. It's a scam. And millions believe it. I have an organization here locally, the progressives and the leftists, those idiots, they believe this crap. When I got endorsed by the police union, I was the monster. My store got boycotted. You know what? But I'm not a victim. You know why I'm not a victim of these idiots? Because I won't let you make me a victim. I won't let you do it. It's a lie. It's a scam. Yes, some bad things happen. 40 million interactions? And the whole country is turned upside down over a couple of dozen? Yeah, is it tragic? Do their families have grief? You betcha. It is not an epidemic. It's ridiculousness. Let's read on. We have to, I guess. The U.S. has faced multiple major shootings over the last month, most recently in Indianapolis, where a gunman opened fire at a FedEx, killing 8. Are you kidding me? On an afternoon in Chicago, 8 get killed while you're eating dinner in one city. Yet you get from Chris Cuomo and the other asshats, you get this. Crickets. Race-baiting pieces of... At the same time, tensions have reached new heights in some areas of the country where protesters and rioters are on edge as they await the verdict of Derek Chauvin trial and demand justice in police-involved killing of Dante Wright in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, and a 13-year-old Adam Toledo in Chicago, among others. Oh, what about the other 150 over the weekend they had that one time in Chicago? Yeah, 13-year-old young man, that sucks. Don't know the details, so I can't comment. Actually, I thought in one of my earlier episodes, you'll see me talking about the cop in the George Floyd fiasco, where I said, well, you know, he had his knee on his neck. I hope the guy burns in hell. Well, then I found out the rest of the video and got the whole story, so I stand corrected and I apologized. Even guys as cynical as I am get taken in. Can you imagine? The young black people have heard from the minute they have memory. They can think back as long as they have memory. This country sucks. This country sucks. It's filled with racists. The reason why you don't make it is because white people suck, and this is a racist country. Constitution is racist. The police are monsters looking to hunt you down. And they hear this day after day after day for a couple of decades. Now they're 20 years old. They hear it in school. They hear it from their parent or parents. They hear it from their family. They hear it from their friends. They hear it from their friends' parents over and over. And then it's reinforced by cable news and now with the younger people by social media. Of course they're pissed. That's not the real story. It's a scam and a con. For Chris Cuomo and those other asshats like him, in social media and cable news, it's about making money. They're making money off of dead young black people. It's disgusting. Stop listening to these morons. And if you stop listening and stop clicking on their stories, they will go away. It's funny, my old dentist years ago used to have a plaque on the wall of his office before he retired that it says, if you ignore your teeth, they will go away. And I used to laugh. If you ignore these idiots, they will go away. Now, saying, John, you're doing a story on Chris Cuomo. You're not exactly ignoring him. No, but I'm showing you what an idiot he is and such an ass that I hope dozens, if not hundreds of people, I have a small channel, but hundreds of people will just stop watching these morons. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it really pisses me off. Really pisses me off. This is the same jerk that said I'm black on the inside because I know the lyrics and the tune to the old TV show Good Times. When are you people going to wake up? These progressives and leftists are the racists. Are the racists. Right down to their core. Maybe people are starting to wake up. Maybe that's what Donald Trump will go down in history, not only being the 45th president, but finally got these people to show their true colors. And they destroy themselves. I can only hope. I can only hope that that little 10% in the middle of the American people say, you know what, F this. These people are nuts. I'm not going along with this racial nonsense, this identity politics. It's ridiculous. It's dangerous, and it kills people. And these morons could care less. Why? Because they're making tons of money. Think about that. The next time you go to vote for these progressive leftist idiots, they're all sellouts and they're all racist. Okay, I said my piece. And until next time, folks, goodbye and good luck.